All right, welcome in. Welcome in. We are on both Twitch and YouTube. I think I've got both chats going here, so I should see messages. Let's get my indicator when a message pops up. You've recovered from yesterday. Oh boy, what happened yesterday? In the ads. Alrighty. Gotta love the ads. Thanks for hanging out and sitting through those. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, the Wedding Crashers. We just finished the wedding. So let's see where we're at now. All right, so we finished the wedding. The wedding's all done. Get a badge from Emerch, the apothecary. Oh, this is for if we wanted to play some dice. All right, we don't want to play dice. We need to go congratulate the newlyweds, though. Somewhere. Where's that Kuman camp? Nowhere near. Okay. Well, first things first, we got to get our armor back on. I think the party's over. Let's just double check that. Oh, they're still dancing. Okay, maybe the wedding's still going. Here's our buddy.
Can't you see I have company?
Yep, I can.
Shall we go looking for him, sir?
No! Please come now. Let's not raise any suspicions that something's wrong.
Ah, the groom's disappeared.
No one would notice. Good day to you. What do you want from me?
Sir, do you know where I can find your son and his bride? I'd like to congratulate them.
Sorry, I haven't seen them for a while either. But don't bother them too
Welcome
much.
back.
Let them have some peace. They'll need rest after everything today. Till we meet again.
Excuse me. She just runs away.
God bless. What would you like?
Why didn't Lord von Berghoff come?
How should I know? He must have been delayed somewhere.
Charity stream. Oh my goodness, that's awesome, Trunks. I'm sorry I wasn't around. I was out of town. Glad to hear it went well, though.
God be with you.
What were you mainly playing? Ooh, it's quiet over here. Are we hungry? No. But we could just take some food. Roasted piglet. Yoink. Gosh.
I'd like to learn something.
There's no time for it now. Come
RimWorld
back
4
later.
hours and then co-op with others. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
I hear you're in charge of the sword fighting tournament.
That's right, Henry. What is it? Would you like to try your hand?
First, I want to ask you something.
What do you want to know?
What are the rules?
Very simple. It's not hard. Everybody gets a wooden sword, and whoever wins first, wins. Whoever beats young Lord Alder, Svatobruk the bailiff's boy, and Lord Semyon himself takes it all.
And what's the price?
Let it be a surprise.
You don't know, do you?
True, I don't. But I hear our master's been very generous, so you won't be disappointed.
Who do I fight first?
Our young Alder was supposed to be the first, but nobody's seen him since the ceremony. Him and the bride must have sneaked off.
So I'm out of luck.
Don't you worry. You can challenge me instead. If I'm enough for you.
I'll be happy to take part.
You want to get right into it?
Let's do it.
I'm glad someone has mustered the courage. I was about to fall asleep here.
All right, let's get some sword fighting. Oh.
Take that! What do you want? You gave me a hard time, I'll give you that.
Crushed
But
him.
what can you do? I ain't the youngest no more.
Excuses, gnarly. Nothing but excuses.
Hey, don't be cheeky.
Ah, we cheeky.
Here, have some wine. You look a bit pale to me.
Thank you. What now?
The bailiff's son's next. All you need to do is challenge him.
I understand. I'll go and challenge him.
Where's he at?
He said if I move even an inch, I can forget about my pay.
Where did you go? Christ! I thought the Grim Reaper was coming for me. But it's only Albram. What do you want from us, you old
Oh, maybe the quest is there. B.
Give me some peace.
Guess what I found in the pond?
What?
A sword. And not just any sword.
Damn it. So you're the one who found it.
So you know how it got there?
If you must know, yes, I do.
Why would you even steal the sword in the first place?
I wanted to humiliate old Samin. For the way he treats us. If the present for his son got lost right under his nose, he'd look like a demented old fool.
Oh, poor Radovan would be the one who'd get the worst of it. And I'm right behind him. You didn't think of that?
I'm sorry.
After tonight, you and the Semines will be one family. If I were you, I'd rather forget those grievances.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to put up with their condescending horseshit every day. But you're probably right. Damn it.
Hate it when you're right. Gosh, the worst.
Have you seen your sister and young Lord Semine? I want to give them my best wishes for their marriage.
I think I saw them going into the cellar. Their marriage has lasted barely half a day, and they already can't handle it sober.
Can't be that bad, surely.
If I had old Samin for a father-in-law, I wouldn't stay sober either.
I'd like to challenge you to a duel, Svatya.
Well, how could I refuse?
You might come to regret it, though.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they're doing either.
Nice work, Henry.
We won.
Wasn't an easy opponent. I never thought the bailiff's boy would be able to swing a sword like that.
That was nothing. I've beaten stronger opponents.
Well, let's see if you can keep it up.
Now I need a drink to drown out the pain.
Good idea, son.
Who am I going to face next?
If you dare, the old lord will be the last challenger.
All right. I'll go and challenge him.
Let's get him.
Don't wait too long.
Lord Sameen, let's see. We already beat him once.
Lord Semi, I'd like to challenge you to a duel.
I'll gladly accept, Henry. But bear in mind, I am not the youngest.
I saw how you fought in Apollonia, sir. And I'd be a fool to make allowances for your age.
I had to try, though. So, what are we waiting for?
Poor dude. Just keep bashing him in the face. GG's.
Oh dear. Not your day, sir, eh?
Oh, what the hell. I'm not in my prime anymore, and Henry here is a very good swordsman.
Thank you, sir.
Tell me, Gnarly, how did Henry do in your tourney?
He beat me, and the bailiff's son.
Oh, but surely he deserves some reward, don't you think?
I can't disagree, sir.
Here you go, Henry. A beautiful neck chain. I had it made in Kuttenberg. I was hoping to give it to my son, but since he doesn't care for it, you certainly deserve it.
I'm honored.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Lord Semi.
Let's check it out. I mean, we've got better on right now. Let's take a look. It would give us better charisma. But we would lose visibility. That's fine. All right. So what are we supposed to do now? Congratulate newlyweds.
I'm sorry?
Well, they said they were in the cellar. Let's go check it out in there.
No, I'm done for the day. And you should stop drinking too.
Uh-oh.
I'm a sick. What are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Older as well. Come now, dry your tears. What's the matter, eh?
It's Older.
Did he...
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was hoping he'd stay at home more after we were married. Instead of always riding off
He
somewhere.
disappeared right away. Yikes.
What a silly goose I am.
I heard he deliberately rushed the ceremony.
Everyone wanted to wait for Sir Otto von Bergov. He was supposed to be the guest of honor. But Alder was on edge all day. Especially after that messenger arrived. He got impatient and said he wanted to have the ceremony right away.
What messenger?
He didn't carry any lord's colours, just a rider. He came in, exchanged a few rushed words with Older, and then rode off again. And a little while after the ceremony,
I don't think so. I think there's something else
Older
up.
rode off too.
She's not going to know these things. Where did he
What
go?
was so urgent that it couldn't wait until morning?
I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he often rides off in a hurry.
We heard him talking before the wedding.
Didn't he at least tell you when he'd be back?
No. Sometimes he comes back in the evening. Sometimes he's gone for days. He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
Don't worry. He'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa.
Let's see.
Oh, come now. Look at yourself. I've never seen a prettier bride in my life. You're turning all the heads today. They all envy Older. And he knows it. And it pleases him.
I don't even know if he noticed. Even during the ceremony, it was like he was looking right past me. Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Oh, I wanted to congratulate you anyway, so good luck, good health. May you soon have a healthy son, and later at least 2 daughters. And may...
Make it short. I'm thirsty.
Shut up, Henry. Give me a drink.
Booze! Oh, fucking hell! It's you again! Oh, fight! Fuck off, mate! You wanna fuck the bride, huh? Hypocrite!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Get up, Henry. Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's been coveting the neighbor's wife, eh?
Bollocks!
Not that I blame you. You might have waited until this all went home.
Oh, we got some fisticuffs coming.
I'll kill you.
You can't stand up to them.
You caught him out sweetly!
All right, you got that one. We'll go to this one.
Nice hit!
He doesn't know which way to
He gone.
Come on, then!
Oh, that was a good shot. Thanks, Hans.
Pay him back!
No, you don't.
We're gonna get you, you arsehole!
Hey! Get away
I'll
from
hack
me!
your
Go!
arsehole!
Come on, then! You can't fuck around, damn it! Slice him up! I'll beat you to a blood! And thwap! Nice hit! Big mistake, don't worry! Hey! That off! Come and help me with this bastard!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood.
Whoopsie. We keep on brawling in this one. Yikes. PG-13. 17? I think they were wrestling.
cursed luck.
No. I don't know who it is. I'm guessing it was like the someone at the wedding, obviously. I think it might have been the pastor.
Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Pastor.
We need to have a word with you.
Whoa, his veins are like green.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
Your concern is really touching, Hanush. Did you come to see me off, or to help me do my laundry?
It's interesting. Usually we are Henry in this game.
You might end up losing more than your parish.
Easy, my friend. Don't let him get you all worked up.
I'd like to teach him a good lesson.
But that's not why we're here.
Bah!
Well, why are you here then?
We have a secret mission for you.
Secret mission? Sir Radzig, I hope you're not trying to...
No, I haven't finished it yet.
...espionage game of yours. Somehow, over the years, I fell out of the habit of being inconspicuous.
You buffoon! Let his lordship finish!
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
I don't know. Should I?
A few days ago, we sent him with a message for Sir Otto von Berghoff to his castle Trotsky.
A few days ago, you say? Well, Trotsky isn't that far away. Shouldn't he be back by now?
He should. But he's not.
Why did you come to me for this?
For Christ's sake! Get your booze-soaked noggin working. Isn't it obvious? We need you to go to Trotsky and find out what's keeping him.
Why don't you send Henry after him? As far as I know, he's always done a good job for you.
That's exactly why he went with Capon.
So it's more serious than I thought. All right. I'll do it.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places?
We're in jail.
Walls are moving. The cellar's getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Don't worry, we won't. Any crushing will be done later by the executioner.
Oh, what a relief to hear that.
I'm not sure who the guy was that we fought.
I wanted to say, well,
It was not her husband.
that I'm glad to see you again.
Oh, yeah?
Give over.
Well, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly.
That must have been tough for him to do.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time anyway?
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh, Well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts, or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Fucking hunting.
Where did you get the gear for that? We arrived in Troskowitz like a pair of beggars.
By using the old noggin, pal. I pulled a strong thread out of those rags I had on, made a snare for game, and before you could say jackrabbit, I was hawking half a dozen hares around the local cottages.
Weren't you worried about the local gamekeeper?
That nitwit! I found out he was fond of the booze, so I snooped around his lodge, and when sleeping it off, I went hunting. Once, I even went into his shed and, borrowed a bow and a quiver full of arrows.
Thieving, too, to top it all. Christ!
Oh, give over. Once things are sorted out, I'll give it all back. Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa.
It's about time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble. You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you. What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now. You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching. What? But you can't hang a nobleman. Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans! But you can't! Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it! I'm a nobleman! You hear me? I'm a noble!
Yeah. I'm noble.
I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein. So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey.
Gotta save the noble.
Near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
a lot better.
So we lost all of our gear again. Jeez.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
It'll be bad, I tell you. I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad. Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the country.
No, I don't care for gossip.
Nor do I. But this well, I'm all ears. It was nice.
Get to Thomas B.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking.
It's a lot better here in Crossy.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
You play the saint, but I know very well what you fellas say in the guardhouse about the chamberlain. That's another matter. And what? Have you ever set eyes on him?
Could take that longsword, but they'll probably get mad at us. Who's this dude?
Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance.
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
I'll be going then.
Go, and don't forget about that prayer. Till we meet again.
Can I knock him out and take his clothes?
I'm sorry.
Looks like not.
Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got more. It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking.
It's a lot better here in Crossy.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take
that.
offense.
So he sometimes invites me for a chat about what's going on.
Call it what you like. Nobody likes snitches, nor brown noses neither.
That's that.
Yeah, it's a blacksmith.
You've no business here, Vagabond.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
Well, I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom, always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
Yeah, not much time for trade. Usually 4. Should we be... yeah, let's go for it.
Depends. Usually 4, but once there was a 3-legged foal born in our village.
All right, all right. You're a fool, but maybe you're a handy one. So go and make 1 horseshoe for the groom, all right?
But a horse has 4.
Aye, but Kabat's missing just 1, and I ain't going to waste more on him.
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right.
We did it.
But I was told not to go there.
No, apparently not.
Now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads!
This guy's cheeky. Oh, we need stuff in this here. Oh, we already know that one. All right, we'll put it back then. I will keep it. We don't need to rob anything at the moment. Get to work crafting. First, we gotta heat it up. All right, to the anvil.
Well, this one's gonna need some more work.
Where's that blacksmith?
We're breathing heavy.
I should do it more evenly. Good. This won't take long now.
And we got some lockpicks. Perfect. That's what we needed.
What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
Sure. Let's have a look at that chest and I'll get to it. As it happens, I know how to deal with locks.
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious, seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there. I was told to stay in the courtyard.
Never mind that. You're going with me and you're helping me. Come along. What a day. I burnt the roux in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and
I think she should pay for a therapist.
has been promising to fix it. But no.
Careful.
After all, I'm just a stupid cook fanker who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones. Boy.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's truth.
The first bell. Another
Thank you
11 to
kindly,
go.
young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
Christ.
Where are the gallows? E. Alright, we need to get to Thomas, which is right here.
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. And show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait. I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here, so either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Not quite. I'd also like to know if you've still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
We don't need that since we can make the lockpicks.
I lost something playing dice, and I'd like to have it back. A very nice turquoise rosary.
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus. That priest rolls dice like the devil himself was guiding his hand.
Don't worry. I'll get it for you.
But with no trouble, all right?
Naturally.
Alright, so we need to get here. Gallows. We also need to go see Thomas B. We have lockpicks now. Though we don't have much skill. So we're going to make a couple extra lockpicks in case we break one or two. I think the goal is to maybe find some clothes.
Herrgott, that's not good.
To the anvil.
I'm burning it. This is going to take a while yet. I've almost got it done. And that's it.
Right, how many lockpicks we get from that? Just one. Alright, we've got 3 now.
If you're after some leftovers, the kitchen's up top. Scrub you after. You'll have to wait. I've been here for ages. I'll have to go on duty too. Where are you going?
The second toll for Hans.
Yeah, we never did our skill for this. Bummer. Kohlrabi, yummy. I guess he didn't see us. Perfect. Hmm. All right, so we're supposed to get over here. I'm on the opposite end.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
I work here, genius.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here.
Run away.
Hey! You're the one they're looking for.
Lucky I'm not on duty.
Hmm.
What's that noise?
The third toll. I better get moving.
What brings you here? Huh? What am I to do with this?
How are your knees?
Oh, here we go. Someone here.
Oh, yes.
What am I
That
to do with
ointment
this?
of yours is a gift from heaven.
Good day to you.
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for
No, but I'd be glad to learn.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach you. Good tools is more what I need. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked.
Perfect.
I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing.
All right? Done.
That was hard.
I don't know exactly. When the king commands, the subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who's...
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed.
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyak that wanted into the castle too. But for a damn different reason.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean?
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Tursky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons, and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyak would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work too.
Hey, dude.
Take care, friend.
All right, so we now have a way down. Sorry.
And get this. Miller Boschka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody dig him in? A lovely tree like that. It's a... Careful!
What does that symbol mean?
Word about the price.
All right. I'm listening. Very well, then. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Yesterday I went up to the cities to visit the cities. So where I live in a smaller city of like 100,000 people. And about an hour away, my girlfriend lives in the main city of the state. And so when I say I'm going to the cities, that's where I'm in. Just going up to see her. And we went to a breakfast or a dessert bar, and we went to a jazz club to listen to some jazz. And what else did we do? We went to breakfast. Yes, we didn't go out Valentine's evening. She cooked dinner for me Valentine's, and then we did a Valentine's Day breakfast instead. I don't think we're going to be able to buy much. We only have 30 coins. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's cold, though. It's cold here right now.
Oh well, what can you do?
Oh, she's running. Yeah, she made a pesto pasta using basil. And we put, for the protein, something called tempeh. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's a fermented tofu. And it's kind of got like this nutty taste to it. It's really good.
That's him.
No.
Right now.
Leave me alone. We activated the perk river. How do we do such a thing? What is that perk? Uh-oh, they're gonna find me. Run! Game over. Well, it's a good thing we weren't playing a hardcore mode. You've had a few vegan friends. Ah, gotcha. You're familiar with it. I love tempeh. It's so good. Alright, so we got to restart here. Where we take the horseshoe to him. That's nice. So this is before we went and explored up in the castle. That's good.
Brought you those horseshoes? That took long enough. And you know who gets it?
You?
Exactly. Or I'd have to...
Whatever. Let's see if we get a reward.
Hey, I've no time for jokes. I've only got one horse here, but even so...
I'll be going then.
So run along, and next time, put some effort into it.
Whatever, cheeky.
It was nice. Good food. You got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year.
We gotta be very quiet. Alright, I think we're moving further away. We need to go B. Nope, they've been alarmed.
So you don't show me up in front of his...
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to read?
Specie de cipit, sir. Looks can deceive. As it happens, I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the Herbarium de Horis Sanitatis, De Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worse in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense.
We got the guard yelling at us behind us.
Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Yeah,
Really?
silver.
So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see.
They probably do. Yeah, but you're right for this instance.
Permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
Gout.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God! What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry, under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
Besides caring for your mortal coil, the well-being of your soul shouldn't be neglected, sir.
What do you mean by that?
I think I could pray for your health. A word to angels to ask for their intercession can work miracles. The greatest Christian physicians recommend healing in both the material and spiritual world. And you have a very nice chapel here.
Father Nicodemus takes care of that. What I want from you is medicine, not talking to angels. Got it?
Yes.
Good try, Henry.
I don't have the required remedy, but I could brew it. Only I don't have the apparatus for that. And also, I could use some medical literature.
Don't worry about that. Our surgeon is also often at a loss. I expect you'll find everything you need in his study. It's upstairs in the crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard. I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
There's the guard standing behind me.
I'm the one who has trouble. Don't worry. Tell them I sent you. Just go, for heaven's sake.
All right. I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind... Ow!
I surrender. Enough.
Felt like doing a bit of robbery, did you? Snooping around on other people's property like that? For now, you'll pay a fine. But if we find out there's anything missing, we'll charge you with theft.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What secret?
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this? You're testing my patience.
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No? What?
They're really good in bed.
That's a good one.
Well, this yarn spinner, she was very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions on where to meet her. At high noon, I stood at the shadow of the tallest linden tree, and step by step, I set out. Then all of a sudden, I look around and realise I have no idea where I am. The girl's nowhere to be seen, and people are yelling at me. That girl made a right fool of me.
That's what you get for thinking with your prick.
Aye.
Yeah, that's the second time he's used this line.
One lifetime. Can't we just let this one slide?
All right, then.
Yeah, it worked again.
Turn a blind eye. Just this once.
Okay, so we have to go... Stomach potion eye, way over there. We are right here. Why isn't eye showing up? Oh, maybe it's this.
If you're after some left, the kitchen's up top. I don't think there's...
This looks like the bath. Indulgences chest. Oh, what? Oh my. We're lost.
The second toll for Hans.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
I'm looking for something.
Well, look somewhere else.
There, we need the literature, he said. All right, what are we gonna make? We don't have anything in our inventory. Fullness after food and cures food poisoning. No. 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 We need this one for the guy that has a fever. That's it. So for this we need elderberry, feverfew, ginger, and elderberry. All right, that should be what we need for that. What does it say it cures? Food poisoning. Okay, that's not what we need. I need to read that again. I didn't read it good enough. So, 3 handfuls of feverfew. Boil 2 turns. Distill. Wine 3 handfuls. Okay. And 2 turns. One.
The third toll. I better get moving.
That's 1 tick. Turn it. Lift it up. And then it said, I think it was 2 handfuls of ginger. Oh, grind elderberry leaves. Okay. And distill. We did it. All right. So now we can use that for try and get the fever out of the dude. We got to get to him still somehow. Get to Thomas on the complete opposite side. I wonder if we should make that other guy one too.
I suppose you're waiting.
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his nibs, but they could have left one cook here. Or at least a bit of gruel, for Christ's sake.
I can see if I've got anything to eat on me.
Hey, I need some decent grub, not some mouldy bread.
You might be surprised.
Nope. Sorry, we don't have anything.
Oh, I must have got mixed up.
We'll go and get mixed up somewhere else, beggar.
Why don't you go to the other kitchen? They're cooking there.
Are you daft? That's the noble's kitchen. We get our food here.
I'll be going then.
Go, and if you meet the cook, send her here. Christ, I'll faint from hunger here.
And get back to work.
The fourth bell.
Their food here? Yummy apples. Alright, so we need to get to over there.
What's that? What? You're not permitted to be here. Surrender at once. Are you deaf? You.
Run!
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone.
We might be able to save his life.
I heard that your brother is lying in a fever, so I brought something for him that might help.
Really? I don't know what to say. And I was against dragging Thomas to the chapel. I felt it would only burden him more.
God moves in mysterious ways. We ought to administer it to him quickly.
Yes, of course. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
Four bells. Getting closer. Oh, 6. 10. Henry.
You all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug, the worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead.
Haha, we did it.
Can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But, sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Yeah. Just in the nick of time.
My lord.
Ha ha ha.
What the hell is going on?
It was just it's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble. That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
Uh-oh. More trouble. At least we progressed through that. My goodness, that was a maze. And we only died once.
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it?
Sir, we came to your castle in a state of desperation. Your chamberlain had the guards empty excrement on my lord's head and beat him without hearing us out. You were still at the castle then, and if he'd let us see you, maybe you wouldn't have left and wouldn't have been ambushed. And if that wasn't enough, when he had Sir Hans arrested, he refused to believe who he was, even though not only I told him, but your Captain Thomas too.
I must say you have courage, youngster. But I expect I would also be in such a foul mood if the same had happened to me.
Sir!
Best be quiet, Ulrich. We will talk about that another time. And I apologize to you for that unpleasantness. At least it ended better than it might have. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware,
we did it.
Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
But we can all point the finger. Your League of Lords, on the other hand, abducted the king, although I don't doubt your reasons, just as Sir Hanush did.
We certainly had.
The main one being that your Wenzel is an irresponsible drunkard and idler who is hurting the Empire by his inactivity. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control, and that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
Well, betray is a strong word. We came to you, Sir Otto, because you're the leading voice of the League of Lords. I expect there are also lords among your ranks who are considering how to find a way out of this sticky situation. And for the Kingdom of Bohemia, it would certainly be better if our powers were to join rather than part.
Your companion speaks like a diplomat, Sir Hans. However, the question is whether it's possible to join fire with water and end up with anything but nasty smoke. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur.
as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your...
This guy's definitely a snake.
There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount. And therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish.
What? And give up pebbles? How can we do that?
Gentlemen, follow me.
Alright, and that's where I actually have to save for the day. My apologies. We will resume tomorrow morning, I think, is when we'll get back to this. So thank you guys for hanging out. Trunks, I really appreciate it. My pleasure. And I got to run. I'm going to be watching the Fortnite championships with my kiddo. I got to go pick him up.